Hey guys, I am so pumped. I just got a new video camera. I'll tell you all about it in just a sec. So I've been shooting video for a while now, mainly when we're out hiking, visiting waterfalls, family events, just for the fun of it really. I've decided recently to get a whole lot more serious about it. One is it's just something that really interests me. The cameras, the tools, the editing, the whole concept of editing the music along with the video, it's all pretty cool stuff. But I also want to grow our YouTube channel, particularly on Blue Ridge Mountain Life and my own personal YouTube channel. So I started shooting our videos with an iPhone. I then later got a Yi action camera for filming some of the more action-oriented kinds of things that we do, like, getting up close to waterfalls, jumping in water, underwater shots, things like that. Both are really good options. But once you start to use them for a while, you start to see some limitations. One of the main limitations on the action camera, which was the camera I used most frequently, was the ability to record in low light conditions, kind of like what you're seeing right now. The action cameras just don't do real well in low light conditions. They're more designed for bright light outdoor kind of filming, not indoor stationary filming like I'm doing right now. In fact, the video that you're watching right now is from a Yi action camera, so you can definitely see the difference in the lighting. It's not near as sensitive, not near as crisp in low light condition. And you're probably also noticing that the audio is not as good as well, which is the second downfall of the Yi action camera. The iPhone works great, but the problem with the iPhone is it's a phone. And while it does record some good video, as a primary video tool, it's just not the best option because, you may get a call, you might get text, you got to make sure you mute your phone, you got to keep the volume down. There are situations where it will stop recording based on an incoming call or an incoming text, depending upon what phone you have. So it's just not something that I felt would be the best option for me go forward. So with that being said, I realized I needed something a little more pro. Of course, the problem was I didn't have a pro budget to go buy one. So I thought, well, I'll just go on YouTube, see what kinds of cameras are available, see which ones the different vloggers and YouTubers are using, and we'll go from there. Well, I started to see a pattern. The pattern was with the Canon M50. The Canon M50 is designed for YouTube, for online content creators and vloggers. And that's what I ended up purchasing. I bought the online creator kit, which includes the Canon M50, the kit lens, which is a 15 to 35 millimeter, a Rode external mic, which significantly increases your audio quality. And it also comes with a 32 gigabyte SD RAM card. So you can basically start recording straight out of the box. Now I did upgrade it to a 128 gigabyte card just because I like to have a lot more space and they're just kind of cheap these days. But so far I've been really impressed with this camera and the video quality is significantly better. And with the external mic, the audio quality is significantly better. So I purchased this camera for a couple of different reasons. One is its size. I mean, you can see it's really small, fits in your hand, very lightweight. It does have an external mic input, which a lot of smaller cameras like this don't have, so it does allow you to use the Rode mic. It's got a flip out screen, which is awesome because you can hold it like this and vlog away, so you can actually look at the camera, film your vlog or film your video, and you can see what you're recording, which is huge when you're vlogging. The other reason is it's mirrorless. So because it's mirrorless, it's a lot more quiet, it's lighter, and it's more compact. Again, smaller size is very important. It also does really good video quality. It does 4K. Unfortunately, one of the other key reasons I bought for it, which was the dual pixel autofocus, is not available in 4K mode, but it is in 1080p, and that's good enough for me. And for those wondering what dual pixel autofocus is, it's Canon's patented autofocus technology, which works incredibly well. I'll demo that for you here in a sec. Okay, so I'm outside right now. I just wanted to show you a real quick demo of the autofocus features of the Canon M50. So you can see right here, actually you can see as I'm coming closer to the camera, it's staying focused on my face, but you can see right here with the square box around my face, you can see where it's focusing. And it basically face follows me, so if I move around even quickly, it stays right on me the entire time. As I move into the camera real quick, you'll see that it rapidly focuses. Most cameras in the market, or a lot of cameras in the market, it's going to take them 1-2 seconds to get focused, sometimes even 3-4 seconds. The Canon is almost instantaneous. It's pretty impressive, especially with the dual pixel technology. Now, one thing to point out with this camera, again, is in the 4K mode, you don't get this. You only get this in 1080p. So just something to consider if you want to do a lot of 4K footage that requires autofocus. Autofocus is really important if you're vlogging, because obviously you're going to be holding the camera up in front of your face. So you don't want to have to worry about that while you're talking and filming. Abby dog here in the background has decided to assist me, so I'll click on her and you can see the camera automatically focuses. And as I tap around, it will automatically focus. Now this is not a low or a high aperture camera. You can see I'm at f3.5. If I was at like f1.8 or something like that, you'd see a big difference. But it's even pretty good if I'm off on the side, even though the camera is facing the kind of at an angle from me, you can see it staying focused on me pretty well. All right, so I'm just going to hand hold this. I'm going to focus on Abby here and show you kind of how well it autofocuses. Hello, Abby. Are you posing for my video? As you can see, she's moving around and it's doing pretty good staying focused. Abby. Where she wants to eat the camera, but sorry the lighting's not so great right here, but I mean, you can see it's doing a pretty good job keeping her in focus. All right, so hopefully that gives you a really good perspective and demo of the autofocus features of this camera. Again, I've been really impressed with it. It's kind of hard to fool. So now I'm back on my Canon M50. Can you see the difference? Can you hear the difference? Let me know in the comments below. I purchased two other items as well. A Joby GorillaPod, which I can hold like this with the camera on top while I'm vlogging, or talking to the camera while we're hiking on the trail, or talking with waterfall behind me, or whatever scenario I might be in. It just makes it a whole lot easier to hold the camera. You can actually just kind of bend it like that and hold the camera at a good distance, and you get great video. It's also nice if you want to set it down and get some low angle shots, or set it on the desk and vlog or film, whatever. It's just a great thing. They're very strong. Have a metal ball. The top releases so you can pull the camera off, just click it right back on, it locks in place. Very nice, well worth the money. And I also purchased a DJI Ronin SC gimbal. Again, I looked at tons of reviews on YouTube, watched lots of video, and this one seemed to be the one that had all the features that I personally wanted. It was light, it's small, it's compact, it comes with a great case, and so far it works great with the M50. So with all this new gear, I've just been kind of spending some time playing around, learning the camera. It's real different than my Rebel T2i camera. I like it, it's just real different. It takes a little bit to get used to. I'm trying to figure out how to use the gimbal and how all that works, and how it works with the cell phone app, and all the kinds of things that you go through when you buy a new camera or new technology in general. In order to really understand the camera and understand all of its features, understand how the gimbal works and all that, you really have to go use it. So I grabbed my daughter, we hopped in the Jeep, we took off up behind the house, and we did a little bit of filming with our Jeep on some of the trails that are up behind our home. And I used the gimbal, I used the camera, I handheld it, I used the stabilization features, I used some different aperture settings, I used some different ISOs, and just kind of tried to learn the camera, played around with the audio a little bit, and ended up putting a little small cinematic film together that's going to show you some footage from the Canon M50, along with how well the DJI gimbal works. You probably won't even notice I'm using it. You'll just notice that it's really stable. And it was a great learning experience for me, kind of fun, and I had fun editing it as well, putting the music in. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think, and maybe some things that you would have done differently, or things that I could have done differently. I mean, I'm still learning this, so I'd love to hear from you. So check out the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Give the video a like. I've got a lot more content like this planned, and we'll see you next time.